他们的 remote 对 ，Yep。没下次要准时到哦，因为别的 office 在催了，对呀，别的 office 怎么还没开始？No， 因为你那个 buyer 的话 ，the issue is 你那个 buyer 的话，他 buyer's agent 必须要 disclose 他自己本身是 principal， 他没有 disclose， 那你买主可以告他 ，sure，violation of code and ethic， 他是 seller，OK， fine， 那你就请律师去告了。Code of ethic， 或是你发的 complaint， 就这个那个 BIE 啊，吊销他执照啊。Principal， 你这个 buyer 自己去发的 complaint， 那不 complaint 的话呢 ，too bad，let it go。No， 不行 ，it has to be principal。Yep。啊 ，too bad。哦，那就。那你为什么你这基督徒为什么不可以反击呢？虎头觉得。OK， 我爸也是传道人。When I'm a fight, I'm fighting. I'm a fighter. 所以啊，那就算了。那没办法 ，comes around goes around。那他爸妈不愿意了，那就等着这个 A 姐自己。就是只能发 complaint principal 发 complaint directly to the BRE。呀。我们只能讲，我们这一行来讲的话，常常你会遇到很多那种unreasonable 的那种 issue， 什么都有可能。Yeah。then why don't they kick them out？ 到自己这些弟兄里面，为什么他要去相信他呢 ？Can you 大家都有嘴巴嘛 ？You can spread the mouth，OK， spread the words from mouth，OK。That's why 我们的这个口碑很重要啊。为什么 ？That's a violation. Well, that's too bad. 然后大家不讲，那 let it be。这种事情的话，就是一个骗一个嘛，对不对？为什么一种米养百种人，好人坏人都有 ，right？ Yeah 。那你要做坏人，做好人。
我不敢当坏人。
Then save it. Good. That's why I say it's a market watch, not because not for the residential. Yeah, not for the hot sheet. Do it on because hot sheet only do it at one time. The market watch it will save. Market watch. Okay. So you guys don't know how to do all the search, everything. So today we gotta, tell you how to do the auto email. So I just, create a scenario. Two plus commission. Okay. There's still a lot of house. Okay. Maybe too many. Let's say 700. Okay. So not 700. Oh, that's a 7 million. Okay, 36. Let's just put in a scenario. Say, someone looking for the house in Walnut and Diamond Bar and under $700,000. The 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Doesn't really specify the school district. Fine, we leave it open. Okay. Mainly, I want to go over with you is auto email. I say, okay, this is the search criteria, all coming out. How do we save it? Here on the bottom, you see save, right? Click save. See, if those are you want to save one time, you click on new save search. And if you want to click, that's right, that's only for one time. Yeah. For auto email, not not exactly forever. When you say one time, I mean you save it without any changes. But auto email, they will change it. Yeah, when it's update, you know, if the property is going to be is not on the market anymore, so they will update it daily. Yes, those are not just a buyer. I do it for the seller too. Because why I did it for the seller? Because so that's why I can, you know, actually let the seller know around the neighborhood. Yeah. So basically, we can all save on this, or you can, if like one time, you can, you know, click whatever the check mark and you save it. Okay. Or you can save the whole thing. Then you don't really have to do anything about it. If you really want to save the whole thing, poof, that's it. The new save search only save one time at this moment. But when the house is, you know, on different status, they will show it's U or P or S or whatever it may be, or withdraw or cancel or hold. Only for new save search on the left hand corner. But if we do it for new auto email, that means we create automatically. You update it with your buyer or seller. Update the listing. So this is what I want to focus today is a new auto email. So they will, first of all, I'll start on the top. If you don't have, you know, you certainly have to create a new contact. You can fill in any category if you want to, but the yellow spot, those are the must fill in. If I say, I put my own name, James. Oh. And the email address, okay? That's my personal email address, okay? So I put it over there like that. Then I would prefer to put on my cell phone number. Well, pretend I'm the buyer. I am the buyer, okay? This guy's a buyer, okay? You pretend James Chow is a buyer. So it doesn't buyer or seller. It's your client information. Doesn't matter, whoever you want to email to. Yeah, because this one for buying and selling. But how about if the tenant, if you willing to find the property for tenant, right? Yeah, it could be search for tenant when you run the search for the residential lease. Okay, so those are I save, search, save. Oh, okay. So, sorry, this already have a contact because I've been saved it before. So I have this contact. So basically, that's what I did. You know, tell you how to do it. Okay, you save the search, whatever you filled in this spot. If you already been saved, oh, okay. Let me see if I can find my name. Obviously, I didn't really use mine for a long time. Okay. So basically, you know, when I click all the way on the bottom, it's like all. Okay, those are we're showing all the contact what I have. Right here. Okay, that's me. Oh, I put an MSN? Okay, fine. I've been registered using that, you know, for all different kinds of email. Then subject. Those are the subject you emailed it out. If you like to, you know, BCC me a copy of all email, I do not do that. It's because I got, you know, if I do that, I say, boy, I got hundreds of email every day just from the auto email. Too many. So I didn't really. So I rather manually, I look at it myself. But if you only got few, you can click. If they, whatever the update, they will email you, you know, on that. But when they click favor, remember what I tell you how to do it? Did you guys set it up? For the matrix alert, remember when I said it? They will send a text message to you. They will send the email to you. Just like, you know, when somebody leave you a note on your listing. Can you leave the note on the list, the email listing to them? Yeah. Each listing, they can leave the note. So they will text me on my text message. Yeah. I don't know why some of a buyer, when I told them, you know, they can, they want to, you know, some of a buyer, they want to look at exceeding their budget property, or, you know, if there's some of a property with the metal roofs. So they were actually affecting your finance amount, total amount, because when a lender, when they consider on the house with the metal roofs or special assessment tax, will affecting. But I mean, even they text me, they want to see us. They don't think wasting their time, but wasting my time. Anyway. I don't know how they I already told them, educated so many times. Caucasian, not Asian. Don't understand. They said, well, leave the option. They know they cannot afford it. Why are we wasting time to look at those houses anyway? I don't care. My time is valuable. Yeah. That's why, you know, I say, I'm not going to show you so many houses. That's fine. I probably just pick 5. I say no more than 5. I won't show more than 5 houses. Unless it's like, you know, a special, you know, situation. Because if you show client 10 houses, you will remember, I will guarantee you, buyer will not remember what they see on the first one or second one. When you, if you show them 10 houses at the same time, at one trip. One trip. See? 3 to 5. Okay, 3 to 5. Yeah. To me, 3 the most, but I mean, if there's some situation, I'll push to 5. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Well, sometimes I show them, you get an open house, you go see it yourself. Yeah. Because I'm busy. So those are, you know, when you put a subject, usually I will put the client's name in the front and they say, notify them it's going to be under whatever I emailed to you is under $700,000. And like the 3+/2+, those are 3-bedroom and 2-bath above. Okay, those are what I usually type. House. I would not put single family because some of the people doesn't understand what's a single family mean. So you put house, condo, or townhouse using the regular words so everybody will understand. Try not to be, you know, smart ASS, okay, to put a single family home or single family. Some of the buyers, they just don't know what's a SFR. Or you put SFR. How many people really know? Single family residence. Right? So using the plain words, you know, what you can put. Houses, okay, maybe say in Diamond Bar and Walnut, and from me, because sometimes, you know, some of the buyer may, if the first time they don't know who to send the email, we got a lot of junk mail coming every day. So make sure, okay, you tell who you are. That's what I usually put. And because that's initialized, you know, for the first one, what you can do is, those are the message. See if you want to change it. There's a default that pop up. So can you change a salutation? So those are, you know, if you want to hi James or hi Mr. Chow. Some of the elderly people, they would prefer don't call my first name. Oh, okay, no problem. All right. Am I? Okay. So you will change it. You know, if you say contact, again, jump out again. Okay, anyway. See on the bottom? Those are the recently I use it. More, click. That means all the contact will show. So let me go ahead and click on mine again, my name. How many James Chow here? Okay. Okay. Hamil. Hello. Ah, okay. So I got so many James Chow inside because every time I teach, I kind of have to create a different email. They got so many emails. Yeah, I got to put it over there. So you save it here, and you can edit. Okay, let's say if they don't want this, you can enter the custom solution salutation. Okay, then Mr. Chow. Save. So right here. So when the email, when they send it out, it's a Mr. Chow instead of James. Okay. Another thing is you gotta have to do it on your signature. You have to create your own signature. This is my signature. But where do you create a signature? You can certainly, you know, when you get a signature, simply right here, edit your signature. I know so far your signature is blank. If you look at your auto email, it's blank. Simply fill it in. Okay. Oh, my website, good thing. Changed my website already recently. Estate. Okay. All right. ESTATE. Okay. So that's my website. Change. So those are, you know, you fill it in all your signature, whatever you want to put in. So every time your client can see it. So you can change different font, different size of words, and even I know you can even add on the image if you want to. I know some people like to add on the business card if you want. Yes. Can you do that? But it's a preview on a window demonstration. So you want to save the image so you can download. Okay. I didn't really do that in an image. Some people like to put their business card or their photos over there. Personal photo. So those are, you know, a welcome letter. So what the welcome letter, you gotta usually have to tell your client, need to activate it first. Welcome letter, very first time. Because if you don't activate it, you don't see the listing. But especially Asian, you gotta tell them what's the activation. They say, what activate? You gotta have to translate to Chinese. Okay. So when I send out an email, I will either send them a text, WeChat, or Line, or whatever the social media, and tell them and say, okay, I already sent you the email, but when you receive my email, remember to activate my email. Okay? 记得要激活。激活. I guess, you know, that's what they translated as, okay? So you activate it, you know, on your email before you can see a listing, because they have two options. Either you activate it or unsubscribe. Oh no. Some people doesn't understand what's unsubscribe mean. When you click unsubscribe, then you cannot email to your client anymore. They only give you one chance to say, probably your client mistakenly click it. You can overwrite just one time. You got to tell your client, you got to have to see the activation, this word to click it. Because otherwise, our mail will become a spam mail to their spam box. They won't see it. And that's why, we are monitoring, see if the client, did they open our email. That's why last time I told you guys, how to do the matrix, for the alert. When the first time they click your email activation, or they click favor, or they leave the notes. That's what I usually said, those three. When anytime when the matrix alert pop up, then I know, oh, they are, they understand what I'm talking about. They did activate the email, so they know, and then I know they will, review the listing. But some of the elderly people just doesn't understand. So, and maybe you might have to personally teach them how to do it. Okay. Some of the elderly people, they are pretty smart, even 80 years old. They're pretty smart. But unfortunately, some of the 60 years old, Asian, not so smart. They just refuse to learn. What email? Oh, well, I don't have any email. Can you send it to my kid's email? Okay. And I figure you're only 60 something. You're still young. But this is a recurring email. Those are the message if you want to change it, if you wish. Recurring email, that means every time you send in an auto email, every listing, they will show it right here. Okay, the message. Welcome emails, the message, those are just one time because this is a welcome email. Recurring email, that's every time. It could be sometime, almost every day if your client look at the so many area, and pretty much if we have any price change, any new listing, it's not just a new listing they pop up. If any price change, it will pop up. Okay, yeah, to their email because it will show them attention. So those are the default wording over there. Unfortunately, we cannot change any language here. So far, we only have English. I know some people, can you translate it to Chinese? I can't. I don't have an option to change it Chinese yet. I don't know why they leave the language, maybe later on. Okay. Yeah. I mean, but if they want to search by themselves, is our MLS, the CRMLS, do they have a Chinese version? Yes, they do. If you're really going out, I believe you can change your language. I know one time I saw it as a support, public search. Let's see. Because those are, you can use it. See, they will click the home snap. Every time our board or the association, they are working with different provider. So this time it's a home snap they provide. So I'm not so sure, can they still get in the Chinese on that? That's our support. Anyway, okay. Okay, on the bottom, if you enable the concierge mode, what's that mean? Concierge mode, you have to review it before the client receives the email. For example, client already tell you, I don't want the house facing north and west. Then every time you have to review it yourself, right? Because they don't want their front door facing north or west because they're personal issue. So you have to review it yourself as the best of you can. You can look at a Google map, Earth view, and going down and see if where's the front door facing. If they're facing north, eliminate it. So that's what we call the enable concierge service. So you review it first, then you click approve or reject. When you come in, when you guys come in earlier, when you see, that's, for the daily, some of the client want me to just, do the concierge service. So I review it. Okay, either review it or reject. Why? Especially income property. They pop up. And I have to do the calculation. Because if it's worth to invest, worth to see it. Because I need to calculate the cap rate. You probably didn't see me. I do the calculation, but I do the calculation in my brain. I look at all the numbers, all the rent, minus whatever the property tax and all the costs. Give and take, I would know. Okay, what's the cap rate returning? Then I click either I approve this listing or I reject this listing. Usually I still keep it somewhere about 4%. I know the 4% it may not be cover your mortgage interest rate, but 4% that's pretty much a decent. We consider it good rate. Deduct everything, including property tax. Yeah. Because I need to deduct the not income tax, property tax. If they have a management fee, may or may not. Some of a smaller property, you don't need to because they may manage you themselves. 4 units, some people they manage themselves. If anything more than 4 units, 5, 6, or 10 units, I don't think you have manpower to manage. Yeah, but I mean, you kind of figure out how much for the management fee. You deduct it. So basically, how we compare apple to apple. For example, if the client has $2 million cash, you put in the bank, how much do you earn on interest? And $2 million you put into the income property, how much did you earn on the return? Those are I compare. The interest, what the bank offer you could be 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 in the percentage. But when I calculate, I gotta minus all the costs, right? The pure income into the owner's pocket, and that is compared like if you put $2 million in the bank, how much you return? So that's why I say the most 4% I will say, but I mean if you do it like Asian community, Alhambra, San Gabriel, they may not have 4%, 2%, 3%. If you say Beverly Hills, 1% or less. Why people still want to buy West AOA or Beverly Hills? That's it. The future value. They are not looking for the cash flow right now. They're looking at the future value. The land value, not exactly the building value, because building will appreciate just like our car. Well, the longer you drive, it doesn't worth anything, okay? Just like used car. But they keep it for the value, for the future value. Why? Investor may be buying your building at the current value, whatever, maybe not based on your rent value. They could be like say, okay, your land value and plus, when I knock it out, and if I build a brand new building, taller, bigger, and how much do I collect the rent? Those are the future value. Because the land is limited. Did you still have a new construction in West LA or Beverly Hills or whatever the area may be? Almost none. So if you want a new construction, it must be knock out something before they can build it. Yeah. So those are why they're buying a, say, apartment, maybe even Chinatown. Why? Chinatown is pretty convenient. Actually, whoever want to live in downtown LA. You have no land in Chinatown. But the income property in Chinatown is expensive. Even they have a rent control. Why people still buying it? They look at the future value. I know, because they don't care what the rent, because it could be from grandfather, father inherited to grandkids. Grandkids say, it's a great value. I want to sell it right now. Fine. Because if the investor, if they knock it out, rebuild, remember last time I tell you, then they have no rent control, because the rent control only suitable for the building 1978 or earlier. So when you build a brand new building, that's what, late, right? Brand new. They got no rent control. I can raise the rent anytime I want. Or unless the new law passed. So far, that's the rent control law. Yeah.
So that means if 19 after 1980,
1978.
1978, there's no rent control.
Any building after 1978 ain't got no rent control. That's for the current guideline, for the rent control guideline. Yeah. No. The building has to be 1978, not rent. The building has to be built after 1978. But believe me, most of them, they are before 1978. Those are, why? Because those are more like an incentive given for those investor. They are willing to renovate the downtown environment. See, downtown, I know a lot of areas, they're still pretty run down. But some of the area, they are pretty booming. Like what? Staples Center? Nokia Center? The high-rise building, millions of dollars high-rise building. And you don't feel you are in downtown LA. It's like, wow. That's something new in downtown. If you haven't visited downtown for a while, go check it out. Or just like even, to the Little Tokyo. They're pretty booming. A lot of life, night event or, nightlife over there too. It's not like, the place we live in. Oh, after 8, 9 o'clock, it's boring. Okay, everybody goes. Yes. They all, getting booming over there. Just like Pasadena. You feel safe. If you go to, Old Town Pasadena at nighttime, same thing. They just want to have those feel. Yeah. So after you enable the concierge service, but if you want to send me the alert notification to email, if you wish, every time, if you enable, and if the for the homepage automatically as a new match are found. So that means when you have a new match, and the actually the matrix will send you the email for alert. So you need to log in and review it. Click either reject it or approve to your client at this particular property. If you want to, send me the alert. But if you do it like 3 times a day, often enough, it's okay. Because we don't want you to using your smartphone while you're driving. Do you know how much is the citation now for the smartphone? Well, how much? No, that's a new rule. You guys are old. Ain't got no first time. No. How much? Smartphone. If you got caught on the police, if you not just use it, you just touch it. You touch your smartphone. How much on a citation?
I know very expensive.
$1,000 now.
But if you're touching the phone,
they don't care.
How do you know who are touching the phone?
Well, you can go to the court to fight. But I mean, if the police, actually police officer, they are right next to you, and you touch your phone. For example, if you hand your phone to the passenger, I didn't use it. I just hold the phone and hand it to the passenger. $1,000. Well, I know. But I mean, that's why that's why the law say you touch it, not you use it. That's different. That's okay. So that's why. Well, you want to fight with a police officer? Fine. It depends on judge.
On the police side of judge.
You're right. You are absolutely right. I went to the court since I was 18 years old. When I got a traffic citation, I want to fight. I'm a fighter when I'm young. Yeah, when I go to the court, police officer come. Speeding. Well, what can I say? I got so many speeding tickets before. I know. And same thing, if you don't carry your insurance, that's another citation. When they put you over, where's your insurance card? I know we do have a smartphone insurance card, you know, a smartphone, but it's still better off to just carry the paper, you know, print it out or have the insurance agent, you know, send it over to you. So that's why try not to, you know, play with that. I know I try to avoid it too because I already have a tendency to use me. Well, while I'm driving, this is my talking time. But when you really want to talk, fine. You touch. Now we got the newer car. We have the smartphone connected with the screen. You know, for the car screen. You know, for the car screen. Yeah.
But that's just okay.
That's a kind of loophole. Yeah. I didn't touch my phone. Okay. Did you see I touched my phone? No. Where's your phone? On the ground. But what do you touch? Well, touch a screen. But your screen actually synchronizes with the phone. But anyway, just be careful because the citation is really expensive. Doesn't matter. You run through a red light, speeding. Wow. Why? Because state of California, they are losing money. The county is very wealthy. Most of the county are very wealthy. Most of them. I didn't say, well, half of them. Half of the county are very wealthy. But state of California, why is that so poor? State of California, because a lot of mid-section of California or the east side, the county, they are not rich. They are very poor. That's why if you look at the unemployment rate, last time I tell you guys, what's the unemployment rate for the mid-section of the California, mid-California, not northern, not southern. About 12%. That's way above national rate. What's the national rate? About 4%. Northern California, 2% unemployment rate. Everybody have a job. Southern California, 3.5 to 4%. Okay, but if you're looking at like, depending on the county, if they go to San Diego County, that's less. Who's got the most? LA County. LA County still got, you know, because a lot of people is unemployment because it's a huge area. Okay, if you don't do it, enable concierge service, then you can those are the display, to add an agent display to the email, which will be visible except when viewing on the photo. So any additional. Those are the agent display. So legally, we don't want to, you know, agent display warning. By selecting a display in the drop-down menu, agent display will be visible if emailed to a client. What's the agent display? What's the agent display? Everything, including our commission, owner's information, showing instruction, agent remark. Are you liable for those? They do have this option. Agent full, emailable. Why? I only email the agent full, I mean, whatever we see, to our colleague or referral agent out of state. Agent to agent, I will only do that. But I will not email the agent full display to any client. I'm not going to take responsible if anything happened, because that will show all the seller's information. Your commission, how much you make. Okay? Yeah. So this is something I don't recommend you do it, you know, anyway. Make available for reverse prospect. A lot of people doesn't understand. What do you mean the make available for reverse prospecting? What's a reverse prospecting? So whatever the email you send it out to your client, listing agent would know. Listing agent would know who is the agent sending out on my listing. So can I call this buyer's agent to ask, is your client maybe interested or like to view my listing? If you got so much time, you can call them, okay? But at least the listing agent would know their listing, who and when they send it out to their client. That's called a reverse prospecting. If you check, yeah. So that means listing agent. No, I don't. I don't want listing agent to bother me. Well, but default, they will check. Maybe, well, it used to be default, they will check. Now they don't. It used to be default. But now they remove that check mark. Okay? They won't. They won't. So the listing agent doesn't know their listing, who they send it out to. And here, enable as a favor, such as a home tab. They will keep on the first page, you know, they will have the your favor search. That means those are the ready client. Most likely it's a ready buyer. So on your home page, they have a, you know, search, okay, the favor search. So those are the client you will monitoring every time because their money is ready, their loan is ready, their down payment is ready. All they need is finding a house for them. So those are the client you need to watch very closely. It's your money. The sooner you found them a house, the sooner I get paid, isn't it? So those are if you enable, but they only give you 12. Why? You cannot even monitoring if over 12. Too many. I mean, if you cut it, okay, if you open escrow, you eliminate that buyer and see if somebody can substitute. So you keep it on the top 10 or top 12. That's it. Those are it's going to be shown on the home page, okay? And here, if you would like to send out the email ASAP, as soon as possible. I mean, if somebody click on the MLS or the price change, they email it right away. Or usually on the default, they will show daily, AM or PM. Usually they send it out, if daily, they send it out the email about 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Or PM, if you want to click PM. Or whatever the day may be. Just send to the client once a day, or you want to do it twice a day. If you want to do it, can I send an AM and PM? Sure. Twice a day, maximum. ASAP, it could be like if I got 10 matching listing, you will send 10 emails out. That might be a little bit too many. Unless it's like some of the client, they are specified, say, I want this, I want that, da. So it won't happen probably, hey, who knows, one property in the week or 2 weeks. That's okay. You can do it, you know, on the ASAP. Okay? Or you can do daily. Usually on the default, it's mailed out on the, you know. But I do not recommend this monthly. Too long. I send one email monthly. Come on. I don't know why they still keep that over there. It's not practical. 30 days, you can change a lot of things. Then by the time, active, and after 30 days, sold. Oh, wait a minute. What did I miss? Oh, you missed a lot. Because if somebody pay cash, hey, it could be a 7-day escrow, 10-day escrow, 2 weeks escrow. It's gone. Yeah. If the great property, you put it at ASAP or even daily. Why? Is because usually when we put on a listing, if we just put it on and somebody willing to submit the offer, fine. As a listing agent, I will keep it, my listing, at least 5 days to 7 days on the market. I give everybody a fair chance. It's not like first day you pop in, then I tell the seller accepted offer. Usually, but don't count on it. Don't count on it because I did submit the offer before representing the buyer, and we give the seller say, look, I'll give you something you will consider. Sign it right now. I don't want you any longer. I don't want you to wait any longer. You tell me how much you want. If we can afford it, we pay. Otherwise, okay, walk away. So we get the property maybe how many days? 2 days, 3 days? Because sometimes 2 to 3 days they may have 10 offers already. Seller said enough. I don't need anything more. Can I find something 10 to okay? Or I had the listing before because it's in that particular area, price wise or the availability. Put it up. Price wise availability is very low. So the inventory is low. Then when I just put it in, 3 days, I received 30 offers. Too many. I don't think I lowball the price, but at least I put a reasonable price. But I cannot stop buyer. They want to pay more. But I cannot choose somebody pay way high. Why? You got an FHA loan coming in. Oh no. Because that's way back the years back. The house, you know, we put on the market for $350,000. Okay, 10 some years back. At the time, I think it's reasonable. A single family. Okay. Somebody want to pay 400? Oh wait, I don't think it's a price, and you got FHA loan. Yeah.
So that's you the leasing agent.
Uh-huh.
And just put it out for the weekend, and you get a 30 or 30 offer.
Uh-huh.
And who to spend the offer? Who or seller?
Is it your property or seller's property?
It's not.
No, it's not your property. You are the agent.
No, you are the selling agent.
I'm a selling agent,
Okay.
and you are the seller.
He's the
Okay,
seller.
yeah.
And
So
then,
who's supposed to review it?
I don't know. You are
Definitely not me, though. Definitely it's the seller.
the seller.
Seller have to review everything.
Oh, not you.
No.
Just want you know.
I will present everything in front of a seller or email it to them.
Okay.
I will not make any decision. It could.
I know you're not making, but just sometimes some of them, like you say, this loan something.
That's fine, but that's why I ask seller. Seller say, well, it's got 30 offers. How do I review it? Okay, let's start it. Certainly you want to sell this house, so we're looking for somebody who's more reliable,
Yes.
likely to close. So we get starting. How many is cash, or how many are with the at least 20% down payment? Oh, that's reasonable because 20% is conventional loan. Anything below 20%, that's what it could be. You know, it's not really conventional. Sometimes, you know, with the higher interest rate. So you got to look at it. Also, at least somebody. Okay, so we start eliminating, right? Okay, you got 15 left. Oh, still got 15. Well, then what's next? I say, if you want just a cash offer only, then we just pick cash offer. So we put cash offer here. If a financing, if a 20%, let's start eliminating. How about with the direct lender? Oh, okay, direct lender. So we remove it. Those are with the mortgage broker.
So all these jobs you work with the seller.
Yeah,
You work with seller.
I work with the seller face to face. So that's why we pick the last 3 until 2 o'clock after midnight.
But only the seller can make the.
How late you gotta work? 2 a.m. and I haven't even had dinner yet. By the time I get home, it's what, ready for breakfast? Yeah. Because we spend from 8 o'clock to 2 a.m. 6 hours to review all 30 offers, 30 some offers. So that's why sometimes if the seller purposely lowball the selling price, don't get excited. You better jump in right away. Otherwise, you may miss the boat. Don't ever think, oh, I will review the offer next Monday. If you want to believe in this listing agent, you fool.
So you have to do it by yourself. Not the seller.
If the buyer is ready to submit offer today, submit it. Don't wait till last minute.
So whenever the seller will get to submit everything at the same time or one at a time.
I will give it to the seller. Whenever I receive it, I'll forward to the yes.
That's more easy.
Yes. Because you will, if you want to send it every time, you know, when you receive a want, not only could be you will miss the other people's offer, or seller will miss look on their email for the offers. So that's why the if the seller say, okay, enough is enough. If they receive 10 offer, some is pretty decent, or sometimes some of the area you just receive one offer, and the listing agent said, well, would you still consider, whatever the offer may be, if our offer is not so good, it's kind of weak, or maybe contingency on purchase, listing agent will tell you, I'm sorry, we got a pretty decent offer, and seller may consider accept it. So standing by. I will tell them standing by. Next week, if my status haven't changed, you can submit it. If my status changed, I mean, we open escrow. Is that fair? Yeah. If they put on a listing for Friday and they review the offer on Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday, I say, well, we'll review the offer on Monday. Don't believe it. If you think this property is hot. Okay? So don't believe listing agent what they say. Did you ever, I even did that. It's like somebody offered me before I do the open house. So I put on the listing on Wednesday. They submit the offer right away, and they want us to make a decision on Friday. But I already announced the open house on Saturday. What? Huh?
I have to wait for the open house first.
Well, it's up to you. They tell the seller, say, if you do the open house, then we may not consider yours, but I'll give you best offer, whatever I can. And I ask the seller, you don't make a decision for seller, especially this type of situation. You ask the seller, what do you want me to do? You want to accept this offer, full price or above price offer? Now we sign it, make sure they will get the offer before we open house. But James, how about open house? If we got more people, yeah, we can. We certainly got more people. And is there somebody who will offer more? Possible? I don't know. I really don't know who is going to be show up, right? Are we still doing the open house? Yes, I will still do the open house for you. For what? For what? For backup offer. And for my own sake, I want to grab more buyer and seller. That's the time. It's your show. You run the show. It doesn't matter. You accept the offer on Friday. I got the open house on Saturday or Sunday. Would you still do it? Yes, I will. And I will do it in person.
So even the seller accept the offer for your open house.
Yes.
But you still can do the open house.
Why not? If some people say, then why you come here for the open house? We come here to look at your open house and you already accept the offer. Yeah, I'm sorry. Since I already announced the word, I got to do the open house. I have to honor. So you guys will come. I'm wasting our time. Not really. I can still find you the next property. Okay? So you don't miss it. So that's why I would contact you right away. Don't wait until the open house. You come in yourself. Just like this time, you missed the boat. But next property, I'll make sure you don't miss the boat. So when I email you on Monday, you come to see it on Monday. When I email Tuesday, you come to see it Tuesday. Doesn't matter it's evening or early in the morning. Don't wait until the weekend for the open house. Well, certainly it doesn't really happen lately, on that. Mm-hmm.
And if you sign another listing,
Mm-hmm.
did you contact the backup offer agent or the buyer?
Let me rephrase your question. You say, I'm the listing agent. I already opened the escrow. Then if somebody want to submit a backup offer, okay? But some other agent, yeah, then?
But later on you have another listing.
Oh, later I have another listing, similar?
Similar.
Okay.
And you can contact the agent. That's what.
Sure, I could though.
Or you say, can you contact to the
I can.
buyer?
No, you know what? You don't really have to contact, because if that buyer's agent smart enough, they will monitoring all day long for that particular area. Believe me, they will. Because since they missed the boat.
But you can't, right? Can you contact
Sure, why not? Because
the buyer directly?
no,
No, you can't.
no. Unless you want to get a lawsuit.
You get lawsuit from
The other brokerage, yes. Why don't you touch? Why don't you call my client?
You cannot touch all the
Even it's different listing.
Still,
cannot.
why do I have to do that?
No, I'm just thinking.
But if the buyer and the seller contact you, it's okay. Right?
If the buyer contact me directly,
It's okay.
I will tell them, do you have your own agent? If you do have your own agent, contact your agent, unless you don't like him or her.
Maybe a lie.
If they lie to me, then you sign buyer's agreement.
Yes.
You don't sign a buyer's agreement, I cannot talk to you.
Only the buyer and the seller can contact. You cannot contact the seller buyer. They already have agents.
Just like, if the seller contact me and say, my listing agent didn't do anything, and my house is sitting on the market for a long time, haven't sold. Can you help me? Seller engage me. Can I talk to her? Yes.
And then the seller have to terminate the seller.
They don't have a contract anymore. That's even better.
They still have the under the contract.
And they have to terminate it.
And then terminate. The seller to show you the paperwork.
I have to see a cancellation before I resign in a listing agreement again.
But it's so on the MLS.
Well, tell them I have to put it down on MLS before I put it on.
Ask the other agent.
The other agent have to put it down first. Then I upload it on mine. Yeah, because yesterday I just received those phone call. James, I need your help. Okay. Why? How long on the market? Oh, because she's my mom's friend. Yeah. Then what can I say? Then I think enough is enough. I say the daughter said I cannot wait any longer. Even my mom's friend, she just cannot deliver. Maybe some people just just do nothing but brand new house. I know a lot of agents they love to do the brand new house. They hate to do it, or they don't like to, or they are not specialized on the second hand house. Why? Brand new house is easy. You grab it. You no brainer. It's a referral fee. Not exactly. You practice yourself. So that's why if you earn those commission from a brand new house, you don't learn anything. Why? Because you don't even go through our purchase agreement either. Do you know how to do you know how to do the open housing? Do you know how to do the advertisement? Or because they just bring the buyer to buy the new house, but they are not the listing agent. Because why? I want you guys starting with the buyers first. Then later on, when you become a listing agent, you know how the buyer, they will suffer, how the buyer, what they're looking for. Then you will educate the seller. I know sometimes when you become a listing agent too soon, too early, may not be a good sign. Because you haven't even learned what buyer looking for, and you're on the seller side. Because more listing you have, believe me, you have more pressure. Buyers, you don't have much pressure. I just have no property. What can I say? But when you're on the listing side, seller said, how come my house haven't sold yet? How come my house? You tell them. Why? Right? Seller will ask you, listing agent, why you did not perform? Well, you want to make it a reason, or you want to? That's why, as a listing agent, we got to constantly keep in touch with the seller, weekly or bi-weekly, at least updated. What's buyer's feedback? How many of listing agent will actually call back to the buyer's agent? I ask for the feedback. Very rarely. That's right. They are the responsible listing agent. They will call you. And I will very glad to provide or text message. You don't have to be calling them, but if we can send a text message, any feedback for us. So I can be able to tell seller. We group the feedback. I rather put in the text messages because I have evidence. If I need to, yes, or I email it to the seller for the text message. Yes, what the buyer's feedback. Why don't buy it? So we can easier for helping you to. Oh, no, not lower. No. What's the wording? Not lower the price. What wording? No, not using lower. No, not reduce. What word? Adjust. Believe me, seller hate to hear reduce, lower. What do you mean? You want me to lower the price? No, I only tell you adjust the price. You can adjust lower or just higher, right? But do you lower? That means it's lower. Reduce, that means reduce already. You want to ask yourself, should we raise the price? Same thing. So when I do adjust, that means I can go either way, right? Up or down. So wording is important. Remember, the way you talk, the way you use the wording, it will affect your business. Okay, so put it clear on the auto emails. So don't forget, save on the bottom, all right? Don't just do everything and you forget to save. You never save it, right? Okay. I will not save it at this time. I'll jump to my auto email screen so you guys can see it. So, I'll just cancel it here. Then I'll jump to here. My matrix, here's the auto email. That's a category. Okay. You click and whatever you save, what you just saved, it will be there. Auto email. Okay, those are my auto email. I do it daily or something. See what the green check mark, they mean they are constantly see on my email. Okay. And that's the time, the day, and oh, this one never. What happened? Well, sometimes I know this particular client, they just don't know how to use it. It's an elderly couple, I know. So even then can I resend the welcome? Yeah, let me resend the welcome again.
So all this means the client look at.
Yes, you have a date. Some people, it may not be often. They do it, once a week.
So when you reply, you just look at.
Yeah, I just look at it. I just want to see if did they see my email? Did they open my email? That's it. So they will send the link back. So those are the blank, the clear one. Those are the even when I updated with them, they didn't open. Okay, so those are most of them are green. But when you see red, that means expire. So you gotta continue to ask the client. You can ask, do you still want me to email it to you, or you already bought the house? No hard feeling if they bought the house. It's okay because most of them I haven't even showed them a property yet. I probably grab it through a lead through like Zillow, Trulia, or could be from my for sale sign. I haven't even meet them yet. Couple of them, I haven't meet them with years, but they do receive on my email and they do open, and I know, and they still call me once in a while. We still keep a relationship, keep the contact, but I never met with them yet because they're not ready. Okay, they haven't found anything they like, so that means they are not ready. So I don't know what they looks like anyway. But do I contact with them? Yes. But how do I do it? When you grab the lead, even until now, every time I go to the open house, I grab one or two at least a solid lead. Okay, then I follow up with them. Why? Because when I talk to them, I will ask them, do you have an agent to help you? If they don't, I'll be more than happy to help. Then can you leave me your phone number and the email address? If they're willing to do that, fine. Then I will email you the house, whatever you prefer. Certainly not the house I'm listing it right now. When I do the open house, I know you probably do the open house for some other agent. That's fine. The whole purpose when you do the open house, a lot of people will confuse, on the open house. What's the meaning of open house? Not when they do the open house, not exactly want to sell this property. I want to get more client. That's the whole purpose. So if you are experienced enough, fine, you will pick, okay, who is more serious or who is not. If you don't have those experience, you don't have those sensitivity, that's okay. You know what you can do? Put it. We all have a registered phone, right? You can ask from the title company, they will give you a simple booklet. You give it a registered phone, put on the table. Whoever come in, please register. Oh, why? Well, that's for the sellers or owners' request. They like to see who is actually coming to my house. So please fill in your information right here. Did you get your information? Oh, so this is your name. This is your phone number, right? And this is your. How about email address? Because some people doesn't leave the email address. Oh, so this is a phone number. Is your working number, home number, or the mobile number? Did you repeat it? You don't have to show me where you live, but there's three. I need your name, your phone number, and your email address. Do I get it? Yes. Can I follow up later? Yes. And you can even ask them and say, um, yes. Yes. And do you want me to follow up with you if I got similar property, if you don't like this one? Especially when they go up, do you still, since you registered, do you want me to follow up with you? Okay. If I got similar property in this area. So you'll be the first to know. Or before maybe hit on the market. Before it hit on the market, I'll let you know. How's that? Wow. That's what? Pocket listing. Oh, hey, most of buyers like that. Oh, you treat me special. I'm a VIP. But actually, did I call everybody? Yeah, I call everybody. But that's how you know, make them attention. Treat them differently. Not just, okay, look at the house and what do you, how many leads you got? Nothing. Oh, they all have an agent. Oh, okay. If I have an agent, that's fine. They can look at yourself. But it must have somebody without the agent to review it, right? Yeah. But they say they only have an agent. I see. Fine. Then did you have them still register? No. Why? Well, they can still register and leave who's their agent. If you're the listing agent, if I'm the listing agent, am I going to call their buyer's agent? Hey, your client looked at my property today. Can you kind of follow up with them and see if they like to submit the offer?
If the client tell you who they
No, I tell them put it on.
oh, put it on. Okay.
On the registered phone, they do have an agent. Who is your agent? Who's your agent phone number?
Oh,
So when you say you have an agent, if you don't fill it out, oh, you lied to me. Right? Can I call it the follow up? Why not? You didn't leave the agent.
They say no, and then you can contact them.
So those are little tricks when you do the open house. You're gonna have to be prepared. Not only you know around the neighborhood area, you print it out, or if you prepare, through your iPad, so people can see it right away. Okay, so they think you are professional. Not just this property. You have to know the whole neighborhood property. How many they are sold recently? How many they are in escrow, and how many still are active on the market? Did you know that? I believe me. A lot of listing agents doesn't know when they do the open house. Why? I thought I just grabbed the sign, stick on it, and just open the door. Instead, they just open house. Where's your preparation? Where's your preparation? I still do the prepare every time I do my own open house. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of the newcomer, they are kind of lazy. Oh no, we don't want to do open house. Oh, we just like to focus on social media. So I stay here, and when somebody engage me, you want to be more aggressive, then you gotta have to practice to open house, because that's how you conquer. You talk to a stranger. Everybody afraid to talk to a stranger, but how do you overcome? Do the open house. Huh? Well, then if you are, afraid to be a lady, you can find your partner or somebody coworker to, co-op with you for the open house. If you, whatever you, for the lead, you guys can share the lead. Yes, but you can just, be careful on yourself. If you have those issue or some of the area not so good, then you can, report it. I'm going to do the open house, to our company. Like say, I'm doing the open house on this address on what time and what date. And if you want to do it by yourself, fine. If you don't, then you have somebody accompany with you. Two of them. Yeah. Yeah.
If if the buyer receives a lot of offer, and mean, not buyer, seller.
Mhm.
When the seller eliminate the first the offer,
Mhm.
Like some buyer, they if you send an offer, you have to send also the proposal.
Yes.
And then when the seller eliminate from the vendor or private vendor,
Mhm.
who's first?
It depends on the seller. Seller will ask us, let me rephrase your question. How do we do the criteria for eliminate? Because if you have, first of all, seller say, what's the price? What they care is the price first, right? How much did they offer? Right? If everybody, most of them, I would say, some of a listing, if you are pretty reasonable and it's pretty hot, 90% they are on the mark, on the asking or above asking. Only 10% there for discount. Do you eliminate those 10% first? Whoever asks for the discount, they're out, right? First of all, we eliminate from the price. That's what I usually do. Price first, money talk, bullshit walk, right? Okay. Second, then we start looking. They have how many days of escrow? Then that's including what? Cash offer, finance offer. Okay. Then if you say, okay, we start separating between cash and finance. But last time, when I did it on that particular situation, 30 offer, none of them are cash. They're all financing. Fine. Then we start looking who has the most down payment and shorter escrow.
Non-consider private vendor or
That's a last. Then if we looking at private lender or say mortgage broker or the direct lender, those are eliminated at the last. So I eliminate between cash offer or finance offer. If we got enough, they say 3 or 4 cash offer. I say, well, and the cash offer are pretty decent, not lowball. They may be still paying above asking price. Then finance, we keep it aside first. Well, let's see, that's all the cash offer. So what I did, if I got 3 or 4, and I probably let those cash offer they compete again. You counter what? Highest and best offer. Or you give it an offer.
How many times for how many times for we can
As many as you want, but I mean, be careful. Buyer's agent will get pissed off, or the buyers may get pissed if you got counter too many times.
maybe 1 or 2.
Usually 1 to 2. You don't want to continue to do the offer 1 or counter 1, counter 2.
Uh-huh. The bank,
Uh-huh.
the mortgage
Mortgage broker.
mortgage broker and the bank.
What's the difference between mortgage broker and direct lender? What's the difference? Direct lenders like what?
Bank.
Well, they all bank. Some of, yeah. The direct lender, they are from, yeah, it is. A direct lender, they are from bank. They loan the money by themselves. But a lot of a mortgage broker, they say, we are the direct lender too. I said, well, then show me. Who do you relate it with? So you don't send the paperwork to other lender. You fund the loan yourself. You fund the loan on your mortgage broker. You fund the loan on your own financing institution. So mainly you'll be looking at not exactly the bank. Some of the direct lender, it could be, they are funder. And you would probably know, you can always go online to check on it. Yeah, they may not be the bank. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And they say if 2 buyers, one get the pre-approval from DJ Finance,
Mhm.
the other one from Bank of America.
Yeah.
And who is gonna get the higher chance?
Bank of America, of course.
If the standard purchase, that's what I'm telling you. If a standard and standard seller, and if why we probably more trustworthy with the Bank of America is because they will run the whole thing, their application, their credit report, their financial background, everything before they issue the pre-qualified letter. But mortgage broker, they can just give you the letter without checking anything.
So if
Pre-qualified letter?
They get the qualified letter from the
Mortgage broker like TJ Financial before. Yeah.
How can I get the higher chance?
Higher chance? Pay more. Money. Or more down payment.
That's the only.
Yeah. What's your highest offer? Don't wait until, oh, let's submit the offer and let's see, what's the seller's response. You know what? The rule of the game right now, seller may not counter you. They will not come. That's why, on this career, you gotta have to remember, when seller counter you, you're losing 50% of a chance already. You may not get it. Because I don't want seller to counter. If seller, how much, I say, I submit an offer, and what do you think on the seller at this price? Oh, your price is kind of low. Okay, how much does the seller really want? Let me ask my buyer. If my buyer can pay more, then let me go and change the first page of the purchase agreement. I don't want to wait until you counter. I just change the first page. I want seller to sign on my purchase agreement right away. Don't counter me. And which escrow you want to use? I'll put it on. And what term and condition? Mainly it's the first 3 pages. All you need to do is change the first 3 pages. Done. On a purchase agreement. And I can hammer the deal. Then if you keep on waiting, let's wait, seller counter, then we'll decide. You're out. That's how I got most of a winning offer. And that's the difference between experienced agent and the new beginner, newcomer. You wait the seller to counter, you're out of the game. You're out. Not only I don't wait, and I will change a page, first, second, or even third pages, and all the pricing, the terms, the condition, what seller wants on my purchase agreement. So they don't have to counter me. They just sign on my purchase agreement on the spot. I am the buyer's agent. I communicate with the listing agent before, they present an offer, everything. I call them first before even I submit offer. What is the seller wants. Some of the listing agents say, try your best and submit whatever you can. Okay, that means they have quite a few offers. They cannot tell you much what the seller really wants. Because they already have other offers. Then you just push, what's our highest? And the buyer will ask you, how much should we offer? Most of the buyers doesn't know. They ask you, how much should we offer? You want to play the hero or you want to get the deal? Get the deal. But that offer is ridiculous. I don't want my buyer overpay. Did you want to get paid or what?
They really like the house. They need to try to get the house.
Yes, even you pay over market. Do I really care if buyer pay more? No, not at all. If you have a sympathy with the buyer, you're a loser. Same thing. Do you have a sympathy with the seller? You're still a loser. If seller wants you to lower the price, no, I can sell this higher price. Come on, seller already tell you lower the price. Or seller can accept this price. And you say, no, I can fight for you, get more. For what? If the buyer will love the house, they want to pay more, so be it. Buyer will ask you, James, well, how much should I pay? You give your gut feeling. What's the highest offer, even above asking, and you think it's still doable? Not much more. Sometimes I may pop up the magic number, whenever when I deal with the offering or counter. I have the magic number. Then I tell my client, seller or buyer, this is my first instinct number. What do you think? Oh, that's too much. Okay, then how much you want? You ask me how much do I offer, right? And you think my number is too high for you can afford, or too high you want to pay for? They say, well, then how much do you want? Oh, I want to pay asking price. I said, well, certainly I can submit an offer for you on an asking price, but we may not have a chance to get it. Is that okay? What do you mean we don't have a chance? You already paid them a full price already. I say, seller doesn't have to be accept the offer for the full price. Can they counter you higher? Or if they have a higher offer, do they just accept the higher offer on the spot? They will not even counter you. Don't wait. I said, you got to have to educate the buyer. Don't wait the seller counter you. Do not wait seller counter you. Because they will never counter you. They say, I'm so sorry, seller accept other offer. And the buyer said, I can pay more. I say, why don't you tell me? I thought we gonna have to wait until we counter. We counter, a seller counter me. Seller didn't even give me a chance. That's too bad. If you don't tell your buyer that, whose fault is that? Buyer's agent fault. And that's the newcomer. That's what they make most of the mistake. Why you don't get the offer? Why the experienced agent get it? It's because, what do? Changing the purchase agreement. I communicate with the listing agent. I get inside scoop, everything way before everybody.
The buyer agent will tell the client about this situation for the offer. For you ask them, do you really choose higher than the offer?
Yeah. If you don't trust me, then why you hire me for?
They know the market, the selling market, then they usually the buyer have say the buyer to, hey, you need to get a little bit more.
Yes. Yeah. Or since this is a new listing, you want to compete. If you don't want to, some buyer, I don't like to compete. Fine. Should we find those listing over 100 days? Why? Well, then you don't compete with others. You say you don't want to compete, right? Did I make them pissed? That's the whole purpose. I want to get pissed off. Well, because you don't like to compete. That's what you tell me. Then we look at those listings over 100 days on market. No, I want to let the fresh listing. Then if it's a fresh listing, then we may have to compete. Do you want to compete or not? You tell me. I need to get a straight answer now. I'm not really the typical Chinese. I will get run around, okay? I get direct to the point. I don't have time to run around with you guys. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
How many percent higher than the asking price?
It depends. It depends. If some of the listing they are pretty low. A few thousand? No.
No, I'm talking about 6 about 20 something. And then okay, second time and I have experience, I have 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Second time I have 15,000, and the third time I have 25,000.
Yeah. So sometimes it depends. It depends on. So you think how much it's really worth. Sometimes they set the trap, let you adding more money, and if you just put on the asking price, you will never get it. Yeah. So that's why you learn from the experience. That's why everybody will compete. But why the experienced agent will hammer the deal? Because this is below market price, or this is right on the market. And since you love this house, you love this neighborhood, and you love this house, blah, 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 blah. So much. How much is the highest you can accept? 5% above asking? Pretty much. 3 to 5% easy. Oh, but I pay more. I don't want to pay more. And if you don't want to pay more, especially on the buyer's market, right? I mean, seller's market. If you don't want to pay more at this moment, next one is going to be higher. And higher. And higher. And you will never buy the house. So that's why still so many buyers, they did not buy the house since 2008 until now, 10 years. They missed the boat. And now it's like, wait, they still missing? They will still missing. Oh, I gotta wait until the next wave. Sure, you wait another 10 years. But do you think the wave will be even, they will drop, do the correction maybe, the next few years? Do you think it will be as low as 2008 or 9? No. Or even 2010. You just missed the boat. If you always look at backward,
you will never get the property because I mean, you don't look forward. Or you know what? I would probably tell the buyers, I say, well, look, I guess you are not suitable staying in Southern California. Why? That's the way the market is Southern California. You can go out of state, 30 years from now, still the same price. Why don't you get those? What do you mean 30 years? 30 years without appreciation. Oh, that. If you think those area, actually, you know what? You're losing money. For 30 years, how much for the inflation? 2 to 3%. So, suppose 30 years, everything is double. The cost, everything is at least double. But your house is still staying the same price. Actually, what do you get? You lose 50% already. When the past 30 years like that, can I foresee the next 30 years? Yeah. I mean, you lose the money. The house not actually raise the price, appreciate, because they just defeat the inflation. You pay 3%. That's for next year market price. Why? Well, because inflation 3% per year, pretty much. Or 5%. Did you really pay more? Not really. When you look back, boy, am I make a right decision because I got the property. So that's why I tell the buyers, we create the history every day, every single day. Either the price going higher, or when the market going down, or the price going lower. Are we create a history every day? Yes. So just kind of show you, after auto email, those are the listing, on the for the client, they were showing like this. But if you really want to see it, what your client really see, they won't see it. Those are for the agents, okay? Agents portal. But you want to see open in portal. This is a client's portal. So those are the client will see when they receive the email like this. Can you create it on the top header? Yes, you could. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, that's more like a flyer. Every time I send it out, boom, that's what they see. And they can click here. If they click save as a favor. If they click save as a favor, and I got a notification on my text message on my cell phone, okay? The matrix alert, okay? Last time I told you guys. Still remember? Did you guys setting it? Okay. If you don't set it, I cannot help you. Okay. But I mean, if you still doesn't know how to setting on it, I can still, help you with it. So those are the listing. Oh, and I like whatever the area. So they can actually search the area, which street, the house they like. Those are what I emailed to them on those areas. Certainly they click it, they can have more detail on it. Oh, this one, see, back on the market. They didn't say active. That means they went to the escrow and back on the market. And how about this? Price decrease. Is it really clear to tell the buyer, hey, this one seller is serious, want to buy, serious want to sell. Are you still interested? If they are, monitoring this, or if they click the favor, that's the time. You may engage. Certainly like this, those are the photos, what you have. So how do you do it, as a client? Those are why I'm teaching you this is because those are the buyer, they will see it through your email. And you got to have to understand what they see. And when they ask you a question, that you know how to answer for them. Huh? Chino Hill? Yeah. Further, because, yeah. I mean, the Chino Hills, because it's more like the west side. Put it this way. The housing value, you're looking from the ocean coast all the way in, right?
From the west, it's most expensive on the coastal line on the Southern California. Then you start moving in all the way, okay, to the east. So Chino Hill and Rancho Cucamonga, which one is on the west? Chino Hills. You got better weather, you know, better environment, everything, okay? So when I click this, see that? So it's right here. This house. They will know exactly which location. Then if you click the detail, I say, I want to see photos. You click here. Here's all the photos. If you come back, I want to see more detail on this house. Okay, fine. If the address, you click, they will see all the description, everything here. Okay, and the map, the detail maps, exactly where the property at. And that's why they tell you what's the asking price, how many days on market. Whoa, not so good now, 192 days. Yeah, over 6 months. So it's a time. Just like, you know, somebody want to get discount, this is the time you get discount. But but it's up to the seller, are they willing to sell or not? Some of the sellers, they are greedy, they just want to stay the same price. Just put on the market, just, you know, try to get feet wet. Okay? So, oh, how much it decreased the price? They didn't, okay. See, because right here, they say this is a listing price. Okay? Yeah. Here's the original. See that? So that's why buyer know exactly when, and how much on the market. See that? Fact and feature. Listing price. Originally, wow, since September. Original price, 712. Okay. You're serious, want to sell, huh? So actually, you lower $420,000. So those are all the details. All the interior, exterior, additional information, no HOA. Yeah. So what do you base on that? See, because this time the buyer, they will see clearly how much exactly the information. See, even the assessor and the tax, they know how much the current property tax on the seller they are paying it right now. Okay. Huh? Right here, total. You look at the total. That's the currently. That's the property tax. This is a property tax. The current owner, how much they pay for? Right here. Yeah, 3,800. On the recent 3 years property tax. That's because they bought it early. They bought it early. Okay. They didn't show how much the seller paying for, you know, before, but definitely, you know, they bought it early. Yes. I mean, because the so far the assessor value only based on 296, and they're selling for 670. So this one at least say like could be owner for 20 years. Give and take, because they've been raised almost, you know, 2 to 3% a year. See, like here, how much they raised the percentage here? 2%. See that? You change 2%. So you figure out the compound, you know, for the value, roughly about 20 years for 40% compound, more and more and more and more. Yeah, 10 years, 20 years, 40. But I'm going to do the compound even more. So that's the buyers when they see it. But if the listing agent did not input any information, then you don't see it. Just like, you know, I got a buyer say, how come this living area is 0? Well, it's because the listing agent entered 0 or did not enter. So that's why it shows 0. Well, how many bedroom, bathroom? Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, some of a board, I'm not so sure can they avoid that, but obviously at this page, and my client takes, you know, the photo like this, and they didn't showing the living area and not neither the bedroom and bath. I know. This one is shown clearly. Yes, yes. Some it's up to the listing agent. So that means no for you and your agent. So can you add a note here? That's the time, you know, when the people, if they're interested or they want to see it, they may just leave the note. But if you miss their note, well, whose fault is that? You, buyer's agent. You don't constantly check. And just in case, you know, when you are so busy, that's why I set up the matrix alert. If somebody leave you a note, they will text me and email me. So I will see it right away. And that's a really, really great feature. And I certainly encourage everybody using it, but certainly only you guys know. Most of the agents still doesn't know have this feature. Okay, the matrix alert. So you add, those are the buyer will add a note. So those are buyers will see it. You know, all the you know, all the photos or everything. Okay. So those are more like a flyer. Okay. Yeah. So you got about 100 listing right here. But if you want to look at one by one, yeah, can you do that? Yeah, that's, you click there and then we'll jump to the next listing. Okay, same thing. They show all the information here. They will not show the listing agent information. They only show you, the buyer's agent. Okay. That's what the a buyer will see. So those are price change, arrow going down. So same thing, lower the price. So you can see that, okay, see that's the original price, 599, 585, so $14,000 less for just 21 days. Hey, 3 weeks, they lower 14,000. They're serious. Yes, because a lot of property for sale in Chino Hills and Chino, oh, especially Chino Hills. Chino's only on the new area like Preserve or College Park. Those are the new area. Because those area may not be people likes it because you got HOA, you got a middle roofs, and it's extra could be, you know, all adds up easily another extra 1% on the cost. Chino Hills, you know, very rarely they do have a middle roofs on the southern Chino Hills area because those are the newly built in 2004, 5, or 7. You know, even it's 10 years, but they still have middle roofs. Yeah, some of them, yeah, they Chino Hills. If the west side of a Chino, west side of the 71 freeway, that's a Chino Hills. Yeah. If the east side of a 71 is Chino, but only a little area right on from Central all the way to South, little area, that community that's considered as a Chino Hills. Okay, so those are, you know, I will tell you, how to make the header, you know, later. Remind me. Yes, available at this on the market right now. I did not send 100 property at once, but those are accumulating on the market right now. On the market right now, yes, 100 listing. No, I did send it already. But when they can always come back and review it. No. Oh yeah, a different city. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Back on the result. See, we got Chino, we got Rancho Cucamonga. Right. Okay. So even you see here, you got Wona, got a Chino Hill, and Chino. So, you know, it's all different area. Yeah. It depends, what you're looking at. If I look at the criteria, so those are, what I send it over to them. Diamond Bar, Walnut, Chino, and Chino Hill, 4 city. 4 city. Okay. And at least 1,200 square footage and up, 3-bedroom, 2-bath and up, $750,000 less. So those are the criteria. Can you change it? Yes, you can change it anytime to update it for your client. Yeah. So Diamond Bar and Walnut, they definitely want to get something with the school district. They want to make sure it's a Walnut school district. So those are, after, you look at it for the matrix. So those are the auto email. So every time you want to change the inside as criteria and the setting, that's, when you, if you want to change any wording for the email on the recurring email like this. Okay. Oh yeah, still the MLS. I finish auto email, and I will continue with the real estate. Real estate. See how you next Tuesday. I'm gonna tell you how to read the real list and the other setting for the if you want to create auto email, the header, everything. That's basically right here. You guys can play with it if you have time. This weekend. Setting. That's how the setting. We know the setting, everything. Okay. So basically, you have the setting for my information setting. And what's the portal profile? Well, we got view of those what we call the portal. You click the photos, portal greeting, video, or any contact information. You upload your own photo, right? Okay. Your contact information, you fill it in. That's your portal. Okay. Then that's a portal. Email signature. Every time you email, you set it right here. Okay. Any CMA cover sheet? Yes, I will do it right here. That's my cover sheet when I do the CMA report. Header and footer, that's what I did right here. You can choose, okay, any header. The currently right here, okay. They got a header and so do the footer. I don't print any footer. Footer, that's on the bottom. Header, that's on the top, okay. And if you want to, the background is a banner. Select a different banner image and theme. You have all different kinds. And now what it looks like. They will give you, can you change anytime? Sure. Depend on your mood, depend on the season. Okay? Yeah. Just, make it more outstanding flyer. Okay? And you just stand out from others. That's what you guys here for. How can you stand out from other agent? That's it. And those are the personal information right here. Okay. All right. So that's when the contact information, the slogan, anything. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys can play with that on this over the weekend because it's fun. At least I would encourage you to create it. Okay. That's what you do. Remember now how to do it? Setting my information. That's it. You got 5 different categories. Make sure you choose your own. Okay, fill it in yourself. Everything. Okay. Let's give you the assignment for this weekend. Yeah. So then when I come back, then I'll teach you guys how to read on the realist, the text for the title report. Okay. All right. Thank you for coming.
不在，OK。